again. Oicheva agus falcha gu Ardentinny. Good evening and welcome to Ardentinny. And I wanted to say a big thank you to all of you for your energy, for coming along and supporting us tonight. And a big thank you to the performers, most of whom are next door, for their time and their art and their energy for coming out tonight. And speaking of energy, I'd like to introduce our compere for the night, Alison Duncan, who is a force and a great friend and a local treasure and a fund of knowledge about the history and the heritage and the geography of this area. So it really is an honour for us to have her here tonight. And I'd like to introduce our host, Alison Duncan.
Well, Meryl just told me a little story before I came on, that apparently the Le Chalet, is that correct? Who bought the estate and built the hall and had a concert, an opening concert in 1906. And the opening concert was Mr. Le Chalet on the piano, and his nephew had got a newfangled artifact, which was a wind-up gramophone. And it was something totally stunning for the community. But let's hope our concert tonight can at least match that. I hope I can read my scribbles. I first came here, I think it was in 1971. I got inveigled into coming to a Burn Supper to perform, and I've never looked back. I've been at lots of concerts and ceilidhs and sessions in the bowling club and the hall and the deer farm when it was a hotel, and the Ardentinny Hotel. Fantastic community, I love it. And during that time, then the outdoor centre opened, and of course they ran orienteering courses, and I was involved in the orienteering club and all the different maps. One of the maps was of Glenfinnert, high up on, above Craighoyle and up over the hill. And one of the orienteering sites we used was the remains of a cairn. And I didn't know much about this cairn, but Ardentinny had books about it, and I heard stories about Baron Turner. Some people call him Baron Turner, but it turns out he was descended from one of the Laments who escaped from the Lament massacre in Dunoon 40 years before, and some of them had to change their names, so this one had become, I think, a wood turner, and he was called Turner. Baron Turner. Catherine Montgomery has all the information. She's descended from him. So if you go up to Strathar and speak to her. So I always thought there should be a song or a poem about him. And there is a fragment of Gaelic poem, but it's not a complete song. So I thought I would have a go at writing one. I hope you like it. Join in the chorus if you can. And anybody that wants to criticise it or add to it or change the tune, feel free. It's your song for your community. It's called The Death of Baron Turner. In 1685, Baron Turner did live at bonny Craighoyle in the Finnert Glen, with his wife and his family and his serving men. Now Turner was the best o' men, loved by all folks in yon glen, and he cared for his stock and his woods and his land, frae the Larach Hill to the Loch Long Strand. And the moon hung low o'er the Larach high, on the nicht Turner was doomed to die. Now it fell round about the Lammas tide, there was to be a ball on Loch Exide at Whistlefield Inn for yin and all, frae coat and bird, frae coat and turbot, large and small. But the Baron's mare was to drap her foal, so he sent his folks on o'er the hill, saying he would folly them later that e'en, yince the bonny foal was born. And the moon hung low o'er the Larach high, On the night Mackin Turner was doomed to die. Now the Atholl men were in Argyle by the king's command, Campbell chiefs to kill. Some came to the Whistlefield, heard them talk, o' a baron wha a lane would walk. Say ane of them slipped out o' the inn, and up to the top o' the Larach did run, wi' his musket he had neath the elder and the sloe, while the hirst moon shone on the hill below. And the moon hung low o'er the Larach high, on the night Mackin Turner was doomed to die. And the baron come striding along the road, whistling an air sae clear and loud. He was fleet as a deer and strong as a bull, but he was nae match for a musket ball. And the Atholl man hurried back down to the inn, come by the kitchen so as no to be seen, tell to get a wife a bottle for to fill, for he'd left the Blackcock lying halfway o'er the hill. And the moon hung low o'er the Larach high, on the night Mackin Turner was doomed to die. But ane of the baron's friends o'erheard what was said, and he vowed yon Atholl man soon himself would be dead. Say early next morn he followed him down, left him lying by the loch at the rise o' the sun. Syne every traveller would lift a stane and carry it up till lay on a cairn that reached sae high it near touched the sky, to mark where Mackin Turner did die. And the moon hung low o'er the Larach high, on the night Mackin Turner was doomed to die. And the hirst moon shone o'er the Larach high, on the night Mackin Turner he did die. So apparently there was some study done a few years ago in Ardentinny for renovating the cairn and making a parking site and a signboard, and it hasn't gone any further yet. But Catherine Montgomery was hoping that maybe the national parks would come on board and that could actually still happen. Right. Next person performing is a local fiddle player called Ian Davidson. I think he's been in the community about 15 years. He'll tell you what tunes he's playing. Ian Davidson.
That's me. Just generally in there. Somewhere in the middle here. Aye. If you want to speak in. I don't know. Bit higher to speak in. Put a wee bit up. That's fine. That's fine. Yes. Well, good evening, one and all. The organisers of this evening's event decided we ought to have a fiddler. Hey. So having scoured the village, I think I was the first one to say, aye, maybe. But seriously, I'm pleased to be here tonight. I'm going to play a few tunes and I'm going to start off with a couple of marches. And the first one's called Could Meal Fealty. Now those knowledgeable people in the audience will ken fine, that's Aberdeenshire Gaelic for 100,000 welcomes. And my second tune is, it's not Gaelic, All Friends Together. I thought these would be quite appropriate to start with tonight. So 2 marches. you very much. Thank you very much. Very kind. Now, a slight change of tempo. I'm going to play a couple of tunes from way up north, from Shetland. And the first tune is a slow air by Tom Anderson called The Slocket Light. And then I'm going to pick the tempo up and go into a two-step. And it's the Ronald Cooper two-step. Chance to tap your feet again. Or jump up and down in the chair. So, first of all, The Slocket Light. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're too kind. And now I shall vacate the stage and the next group will be out.
Now, this is a wee surprise, but due to the wonders of technology, their names aren't in the right place. So this is Ambrose Harper, Bill Tierney and Alan Garish, and they're going to tell you what they're going to do, but they should have been printed here and they're not. So it's a wee extra bonus.
Could I go in the corner? The man said. It's just this microphone. Is it? Oh, right. Well, look, just leave it. Yeah, that's it. Shouldn't need it for that. One, two, one, two. Oh. 1, 2. Okay, folks, we don't play traditional music, but this first song's about 50 years old, so that counts as traditional.
Nearly as old as us, isn't it?
It's nearly as old as It's a song by Lindisfarne. A great group, much missed.
That's any.
We don't have the right. Just give me 1 second.
I'm on it. Never done that before. Honest. Right, take two.
Well, hey, Mr. Dreamer, said, oh, where have you been? Tell me, have you dreams I can see? I came along just to bring you this song. Can you spare one dream for me? You won't admit me and you'll soon forget, so don't mind me tugging at your sleeve. I'm asking you if I can fix a rendezvous. Your dreams are all I believe. Meet me on the corner when the lights are coming on, and I'll be there. I promise I'll be there. Down the empty streets we'll disappear into the dawn if you have dreams enough to share. Well, meet me on the corner when the lights are coming on. I'll be there, I promise I'll be there. Down the empty streets we'll disappear into the dawn if you have dreams enough to share. We'll lay down the bundles of rags and reminders, spread your wares on the ground. I've got time if you're dealing right. I'm just hanging around. Meet me on the corner when the lights are coming on, and I'll be there. I promise I'll be there. Down the empty streets we'll disappear into the dawn if you have dreams enough to share. Hey, Mr. Dream, said, oh, where have you been? Tell me, have you dreams I can see? I came along just to bring you this song. Can you spare one dream for me?
Thank you. It really helps when you use the right mouth organ, eh? Anyway, this next song is Bill's going to sing this one. It's a Richard Thompson song, and it's called Waltzing for Dreamers.
This is a nice wee quiet song. You'll not like it. Okay. Oh, play me a blues song and fade down the line. I'm sad as a proud man can be sad tonight. Just let me dream on, oh, just let me sway. The sweet violins and the saxophones play. And yes, you don't know me, but can't we pretend like we care for each other till the band reached the end? 1 step's for rain, 2 steps for breaking, waltzes for dreamers, losers in love. 1 step for sighing, 2 steps for crying, waltzes for dreamers and losers in love. Now they say love's for gamblers, the pendulum swings. I bet hard on love and I lost everything. Don't let me home now, put a shot in my arm. We'll drink out old memories and drink in the dawn. And Mr. Bandleader, won't you play one more time? pocket of mine. One step's forsaken, two steps for breaking, waltzes for dreamers and losers in love. One step for sighing, two steps for crying, waltzes for dreamers and losers in love. And Mr. Band Leader, won't you play one more time for a bit for the money in this pocket of mine? One step's for breaking, two steps for breaking, waltzes for dreamers, losers in love. One step for sighing, two steps for crying, waltzes for dreamers, losers in love. One step for aching, two steps for breaking, waltzes for dreamers and losers in love. One step for sighing, two steps for crying, waltzes for dreamers and losers in love. Waltzes for dreamers and losers in love. Thank you.
Right, we're going to do one more. This is a song by a guy called Buddy Mundock, made famous by Nancy Griffiths, and it's called Coming Down in the Rain. And we'll just wait for our bass player to have a microphone. A bit late.
Yes, the best is yet to come. Yeah. Just a
Flipped into the wind like the ashes of her cigarette. Got scattered in grains on the breeze as he tried to forget. Lost all his heat and his heart never will be the same. Got lighter than air, but he'll only come down in the rain. Strung out and hung out to dry, laughing under the light. It's not such a dignified place, but he really don't mind. Says with his feet on the ground, he'll have nothing to gain. Claims he likes it up there, but he'll only come down in the rain. Coming down in the rain, washing out of the sky, loaded down with his pain. There's just no way to fly. You can read him as clear as the wall where he once wrote his name. It was right next to hers, but it'll only come down in the rain. himself out on a limb like a leaf in the fall. Well, he blazed for a while, now he's all dried up and small. The color's all gone, disappeared just as quick as it came. Says he can stay up, but he'll only come down in the rain. Coming down in the rain, washing out of the sky, loaded down with the pain. There's just no way to fly. You can read him as clear as the wall where he once wrote his name. It was right next to hers, it'll only come down in the rain. Coming down in the rain, washing out of the sky, loaded down with the pain. There's just no way to cry. You can read him as clear as the wall where he once wrote his name. It was right next to hers, it'll only come down in the rain. You can read him as clear as the wall where he once wrote his name. It was right next to hers, it'll only come down in the rain.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
No.
They don't actually have a name yet as a group, but I was finding out the next group has got a name, which means they're older women playing music. And I'll tell you in a minute. And I was asking about one for men, and I've been told there's a Dutch one that tells you these old men have all seen Abraham. They're so old they've seen Abraham. So forget the Dutch title. That Thank you very much, Alan, and Ambrose. Next group is two of three. The next group is two of a trio. You'll get the whole trio later on. And it's Linda Petty and, I can't see it, Linda Petty and Jane Mitchell. And they're called Jubilatus, I think. They'll tell you if I didn't pronounce it properly. Did I say it nearly right? Yeah. Oh, no. I've just made that microphone. That's nice and bright. Can you turn it down a bit? Would you mind a bit more that way? Yeah, there's like the sings on both sides. Yeah. But I think one or the other. Yes, I'm okay. Yeah.
Well, as Alison said, we are called jubiladas, and jubiladas is the Spanish word which describes retired ladies, which is what we are. And I hope you weren't horrified when you saw that we were going to play recorders, because what most people think of is this recorder, the little descant, and it's the one that some of you will have played when you were at school. Or maybe worse than that, you may have had a child that brought one home from school and said, look what I've got. And guess what? The teacher says I've got to practice every day. Well, we are going to play descants, but we're also going to introduce you to a lot of other recorders, most of them, well, all of them bigger than the descant. We're going to start with descant, though, but we're also going to try and bring in quite a few different styles of music. We're going to start with 2 jazzy pieces, both by Brian Bonso, the first on descant recorders and the second on treble recorders. This one's called Jemima. Having a ball. Now we've got a little selection of folk tunes from around the British Isles. And the first one is going to be played on tenor and bass recorder. You'll recognise the tune. And to finish off, a tune that you will recognise, and it's been arranged by our friend and fellow recorder player Walter Chalmers. It's Making Whoopee.
Hello. Apparently, if you don't speak through the microphone, it's not being recorded. So my last little bit from down there was completely wasted. That was incredible. I really, really enjoyed that. What a night we're having, and we're not even halfway through yet. Okay, thank you very much, Jane and Linda, and we'll look forward to seeing them later on in the second half along with Julie. And now you're going to have Cule Bria, which is lovely music from Ian Darragh, Jim King, and Aileen Morrison. And I have a warning to issue. Ian is going to tune his Highland pipes in this hall. So you may want to stick your fingers in your ears, or you can just appreciate Scottish culture as he tunes the pipes before he plays for you. Cule Bria!
We'll just keep them to an Irish theme, just for a wee while. Another Irish tune coming up. It's called The Ass in the Graveyard. Terry Tully, who was a pipe major of St Lawrence, a two-pipe band, and a very, very good piper as well. I think they won the awards about 3 years ago. 3 years ago, they won the World Championship pipe band. But I've got a very good pipe corps, and he's a very good composer. And he composed a tune called The Ass in the Graveyard. So we'll have a go at it anyway.
What's the next set?
You bear with us till I get these wee things on. We'll get there. These are small pipes. A different sound altogether, but nevertheless, still pipes. See if I can tune. Right to the ear. Right, we're going to some Scottish music now. We're going to play a couple of Tispays in the reel. Tispays are not pipe tunes. I don't know if you didn't know that. They're fiddle tunes. And all pipers find Tispays quite hard to play because it's not in the idiom of the bagpipes. So we'll play Darren the Hassig with James McClellan, Garen the Hine, and a tune called Calabacan that Angus MacDonald wrote when he was in Borneo with the Scots Guards. He's dead now, but all these guys that write the good music are all passed away. And now I have a couple of 2/4 marches, one from the West Coast and one from the East Coast. And you'll know it right away because the West Coast guy, he writes pipe music, but the East Coast guy writes box music. So you'll get a slight difference in tune, put it that way. finish. How's your time? Yeah, I know Jim got to rush away. Jim's got another gig in Dunoon, so he's got to rush away. But anyway, we'll do a Dunoon set for you by John McLeon, who's anyway, he wrote some beautiful music, and these are tunes associated with Dunoon. So anyway, the Dream Valley of Glendaville, and let's go start with.
actually.
Are you on the way?
Oh, no, we've still got 5-10 minutes.
Some Ballymote.
Ballymote. Ballymote.
All right.
Okay.
Some Irish reels. I think.
We should probably do the British set after that.
Aye.
Unless you want to pick something else.
Feel free to stamp your feet and jump around. Make noise. We'll just make noise here. Make noise. Right, we want to move to France. This time, I think. Brittany, we're going to Brittany. Has anyone ever been in Brittany?
Yes.
What's the first thing you heard when you stepped off the bus? Yermat and pipes. That's all you hear is pipes when you step off the bus. Amazing, amazing place. But they're our cousins. while Jim's packing up.
Claire's panicking about her sausage rolls. Are you sure?
Yes, yes.
You could do something really, that was really lovely. Is this one the one? Can't see. Thank you very much, Ian, Jim, and Aileen. Ian, isn't he wonderful? He's just so talented. They all are. It was a wonderful group. Okay, this is now the interval. Claire's panicking about how long everything's taking, but she says that you've got about 15 to 20 minutes. There's tea and coffee at the back of the room and raffle tickets. Last chance to buy raffle tickets because the raffle will be drawn at the end of the interval. Sausage rolls will be appearing on your tables. There are meaty ones and vegetarian ones, so you have a choice. I think that's all I have to tell you. Most of the information's on your programme. So thank you very much. Don't go home yet. There is a second half after the interval. So we'll see you soon. And if you have the winning ticket, you go straight to Merrill. And if you're dead slow, somebody else will beat you to it and get a better prize. So Ian Darragh. Oh. They're all flat. They're not comfortable. They'll have to like rummage them out. No, it's white. It's white, and it's 159. I've just realised I might have one in my pocket. 159 white. That's not me. 159 white. The wee number at the top is AB813781. That's for you. And is it 159? No, that's green. I think it must be green. Skin, you can't tell in that funny line. Sorry, start again. 159 green. Very pale green, nearly disguised as white. Who's got 159 green? Him. Right, okay. It's another green, very, very pale green one. 137 green. Hooray! Hooray! It's a real white one. Number 488. 488. Is it you? 488. There you go. The wee number at the top is 558113. Okay? It's a green one, and it is 99. God, I keep missing. That's twice I've just missed it. 99 green. It says 813781 at the top. 99 green. There you go. There's a winner. I think he likes green. Okay. Number 107 green. The number at the top is 813781. Hey! Oh, dirty rotten stinker. You knew that. Hey, get a white one. No, I think there's wait a minute. She said 7 prizes. 504. Hooray! It's a white one. 504 white. 504. Meryl, am I right in thinking there's one prize left? A bottle of Prosecco. Hooray, it's a white one again. Number 512 white. 512 white. Says 558113 at the top. There you go. Fabulous. Well done. So thank you, Meryl, for organising that. Thank you, Ian, for drawing it. And thank you, everybody who donated prizes.
Act 2 is about to begin now.
Yeah. Right, we're just about to start the second half. So get yourselves settled down, paying attention. The lights are going to dim, and the second half will start. Oh, God, is it me?
Ambrose, lights. Switch your lights off. Hey. Oh, wait a minute. There are lights around the side, you can switch them on if you want.
One, two. Hello.
Everything's arranged a bit.
Everything on? Okay. 25 years ago, the community was stunned at the loss, the untimely death of Hilary Smith. She was an outdoor centre tutor at Ardentinny, and she was known throughout Scotland from all the different sports she took part in: skiing, kayaking, sailing. For me, I knew her as an orienteer. She was a really lovely person. If you met her, you would never forget her. A really gentle, enthusiastic, giving person. And after she died, we all clubbed together, and Colin Blythe organised us buying a woodland, or buying fields to make a woodland. And we all came for 2 or 3 years and planted trees. So if you've never been to Hilary's Wood, go up to the Muckraker Bridge just below Craighoyle, cross over the river and walk through the trees. They'll be 25 years old now. There's rowan trees and alder and all sorts of Scottish native woodland. It's a beautiful tribute to somebody who died far too young. My friend Ian Ingram's a songwriter, and he, like everybody here, knew Hilary. and he heard me speaking about her as an orienteer, and he knew Pete, who was our partner, and I think he's captured the spirit of Hilary in this song. It's called Hilary's song, Bird on the Wing. Where's the girl I love with the wind in her hair, and the spirit only gained to a few, brightest star of evening, the light of my days, the warmest sunshine ever I knew. She is always on my mind, though our love was only a moment in time, disappearing in the blink of an eye. She was all the things that were precious to me, summer sunshine of the rambling rose, like a swirling mist through the forest she weaves, like an ember in the dark night glows. She is always on my mind, though our love was only a moment in time, disappearing in the blink of an eye. Flying, higher and higher, free like a bird on the wing. I can see her now bounding over the hill, by the woodland burning on to the moor. In my thoughts she'll stay till the close of the day, in my dreams until the walking anew. She is always on my mind, though our love was only a moment in time, disappearing in the blink of an eye. Higher and higher, free like a bird on the wing. Free like a bird on the wing. Free like a bird on the wing. Hilary. Hilary's spirit for me is always going to be in this glen, and for anybody that knew her, I hope you enjoyed that song, and if you've never been to Hilary's Wood, please go and take a walk through it. Okay, thank you, Claire. Right, now we have Ukes Not Nukes with Mike Luchin, who's a tenor, and Susie Robertson, who's a soprano. And the rest of the information's on this form, and I'm sure they'll introduce what they're going to do. So Mike and Susie.
Okay. You got enough room there?
I'll change them round because this one. I'll give you one down.
You got enough? Just check.
That should be it.
I'm going to try that. I'm hoping he's got enough room in his legs, but it's not that late.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm alright. Are you alright? Come round. That's how we were the other day. We were getting a semi.
You should be on.
Need to wait to get sound. 1, 2, that's me now. So, Ukes Not Nooks is mainly Mike and Susie, and Derek and I are joining them tonight. We're going to play a couple of covers for you. The first one is Jolene, you'll recognise it straight away. Dolly Parton song, and next one is, we'll keep it a wee surprise just now. Okay, when you're ready.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute, Derek's not in. Okay. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare, with flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. And your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. In a sleep, there's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I can easily understand how you could easily take my man, but you don't know what it means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Jolene, 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 begging of you, please don't take my man. Now you could have your choice of men, but I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. And I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you, and whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 please don't take him just because you can. Please don't take him just because you can. Please don't take him just because you can. One more time. Please don't take him just because you can. Thank you. All right, let's start this off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, can I start again? 1. My house in Budapest, my golden treasure chest, golden grand piano, my beautiful Castillo. You, I'd leave it all. Oh, for you, I'd leave it all. My acres of a land I have achieved. It may be hard for you to stop and believe, but for you, I'd leave it all. Oh, for you, I'd leave it all. Give me one good reason why I should never make a change. Baby, if you hold me, all of this will go away. My many artifacts, the list goes on. If you just say the words, I'll up and run. Oh, to you, I'd leave it all. Oh, to you, I'd leave it all. Give me one good reason why I should never make a change. Baby, if you hold me, all of this will go away. Give me one good reason why I should never make a change. Baby, if you hold me, all of this will go away. Leave it all. Oh, for you, leave it all. My friends and family, they don't understand. They think I'd lose so much if I take your hand. But for you, leave it all. Oh, for you, leave it all. Give me one good reason why I should never make a change. Baby, if you hold me, then all of this will go away. Baby, if you were right, I should never make a change. Baby, if you hold me, then all of this will go away. My house in Budapest, my hidden treasure chest, golden grand piano, my beautiful Castillo. You, leave it all. For you, leave it all. Thank you. Well played.
Is this on? Yeah. Right, thank you very much for the last lot, Mike and Susie and Claire and Derek. And now it's Hoobiladas again, this time with Julie Forrester joining them. So big hand for Hoobiladas.
And now for something completely different. We're going to play a Bach air, and those of you who are old enough can close your eyes. Old enough to remember the advert, I should have said. Close your eyes and imagine you're smoking a cigar. This one is called Afterthought, and we kind of chase each other through it, playing the same tune but a bar apart.
So she wins.